Hey, what's up everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA 5 gun running video, and today I wanted to compile all of my unreleased vehicle info and video content into sort of one video. So instead of watching, maybe 3 or 4 videos, you can just come to this one and then know everything you need to know. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I'll be showing off everything you need to know about the unreleased vehicles and some of the unreleased content. So hopefully you guys enjoy and find this video helpful. Now, before we actually hop into the vehicles, because I'm sure that's what everyone wants to know about, there are 2 things I want to let you guys know that are in the unreleased files. So one, we have weapon skins, and it looks like for this year's July 4th or Independence Day update, they are going to be releasing weapon skins and vehicle skins into the game. I'll touch on the vehicle skins a little bit later, but the weapon skins, you can just see here are a few of them. We have all of the Mark II weapons basically with like USA stuff on them. So I don't know. I'm hoping there's more to it. I'm hoping there's more to this Independence Day update. One thing I saw that was really cool, it's not going to happen, unfortunately. Probably it won't happen. But since they're going like alien themed and USA themed, someone was like, yo, maybe they'll do an Independence Day movie type of update where aliens take over for the day or something. And you have to, battle them so you live or something like that. That'd be really cool. And it'd be kind of an event, sort of like Snow and sort of, well, I guess Snow is really the only event they've ever done. Or didn't they black out the city once? Or was that might have been in an adversary mode anyway. But it'd be kind of cool if for like one day there was aliens and UFOs in the sky and you had to battle them. That'd be kind of cool. But that's probably not going to happen. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. Going back to the unreleased content, some of the other stuff, they have a bunch of clothing items in the unreleased files. You can see this is just a little bit of the list from Fun MW2, and I'm sure all of these will be released with these vehicles I'll be talking about in a second. So that's 2 things that you should be on the lookout for if you're wanting to know about the unreleased content. Now, the vehicles, what everyone wants to know about. We'll start with their prices. These are in no particular order, but the Ardent, this is one that is going to be on the Warstock Cash and Carry website. This is one that actually has guns on it. Now, I'm not sure why they added this and not just freaking added the JP700 from single player, but whatever. This one is going to cost $1.15 million, so pretty expensive. And I'm not going to lie, it doesn't feel the best because I did spawn them, or we spawned them in free roam and I was driving them around. It didn't really feel that great. It's not one of the fastest sports classic cars. It doesn't have an explosive resistance. The customization's not that great. So I'm not entirely sure why this is in the game, unless they have research opportunities that go with it that unlock better stuff for it. Maybe more armor, maybe some sort of submarine style research where the car can go from land to underwater. But at the moment, just stock or just, regular, I don't know if that's worth it. Next up, the Cheetah Classic. This one is $865,000, which is on par, with some of the other sports classic cars, and I think that's a great price. I mean, you'll see, I'll get to the speed stuff in a second, but it's really good in terms of performance. It's got some pretty decent customization, so that's a pretty solid price. Next up, the Night Shark. This one is going to be coming in at $1.25 million. I think that's a little bit more than the Insurgent, but that is a really good price for this car. I mean, this car has so much potential. I'm really looking forward to it. It's probably the car I'm most looking forward to. Next one, the Torero. This is one of the other sport classic cars. This is the one that, for whatever reason, you can put a spoiler on the front, and it somewhat resembles the Infernus. I don't know really what purpose this car serves, and it comes in at $998,000, so basically $1 million. That is not a good price because it's not that good in terms of performance. It's not that good. The customization is horrible on it. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess, until it actually comes out. Maybe there's other stuff attached with it. But at that price tag, that is not a good deal. Now, the 2 supercars, the Wagner and the XA21. The Wagner is actually a little bit cheaper, and it's going to be starting at $1.535 million. So that's a, relatively decent price compared to some of the other supercars. And then the XA21, this one, apart from the X80, is the most expensive, coming in at $2.375 million. So that is a lot of money to drop on that vehicle. In addition to those, we also have 2 other cars that are somewhat in the game. You may have seen them in some of the supply missions, but we have the Insurgent Pickup Custom, and we have the Technical Custom. And the Insurgent Pickup Custom is going to cost you $202,000 to upgrade it in your mobile operation center, and then the Technical Custom is going to cost you $142,000 to upgrade it in your mobile operation center. Now, we don't really know much on those two vehicles because they're in the game already. Like, they're in the missions, so many people just thought that's where they would be at. Like, that's the only place they'll be at. But if you actually take them to the Pay and Spray, it says you have to go to your mobile operations center to customize it, and then if you bring it into your mobile operations center, it gives you an upgrade price. So I'm feeling like if they didn't want them to be personal vehicles, they wouldn't have that upgrade price. So all in all, that's what, 8 vehicles that will probably be stretched out over the course of, what, 2 months or so. In addition to that, though, we also have the July 4th liveries for the Mobile Operations Center. And these, the prices aren't too bad, I don't think. We have 4 of them. We have the Stars and Stripes one, and this one is $100,000. Then we have the Eagle Claw. This one is $135,000. Then we have the Eagle Claw with the flag, and this one's $170,000. And then we have the Fighting Freedom one, which is $200,000. So not too bad there. I mean, it's definitely a little bit expensive, but I feel like that's not horrible. So those are the prices for all the unreleased content we know about. Now, getting into the supposed release order. I do want to say we don't know much about the Technical and the Insurgent because, again, those aren't, like, we don't know how that's going to work. Are they going to be on the Warstock Cash and Carry website? Or is it going to be something like you get somewhere else? We don't know. But the supposed order at the moment for the cars on the Legendary Motorsports website, we have the Wagner coming first, the Cheetah Classic coming second, the Torero third, and the XA21 coming in fourth, coming in last. Then, on the Warstock Cash and Carry website, the order there is the Night Shark first and then the Ardent. But again, we're not really sure about the Technical and the Insurgent. Now, getting into the customization and the speed, because I know I did 2 videos on them, but if you don't want to watch them, here's a quick rundown of everything you should know. In my opinion, the Night Shark has the best customization. The Night Shark really surprised me, man. I'm really looking forward to this video, or to this car. You can see in the video right now, it's got some really cool stuff, man. Like, the armor plating is really nice. The amount of paint, like, or secondary, primary, and then I think black is the third option that you can choose. You get some really cool, unique variants of this vehicle, so it's definitely the best in my opinion. But the XA21, the supercar, is not far behind it. It's got some really impressive customization. It's in my opinion, one of the most customizable cars that's not a Benny's vehicle. So that's really good, and I'm thinking that's why it does end up costing $2.3 million. Next one, the Wagner, the other supercar. It's not great. It doesn't have as much customization as the XA21, and a lot of it is sort of really simple customization, but it still has a decent amount of options. They're just not as good, in my opinion, as the XA21, because the XA21 has a lot of different customization options. Like, a lot of the bumpers, it's not just like, oh, here's 3 different ones with just different colors. There's a lot of different parts to it. Now, the Sport Classic cars, these are kind of would just fail in my opinion, apart from the Cheetah Classic. The Cheetah Classic, I will say, has some decent customization, and you can make it look really good. And the paint jobs on it are really cool. Like, there's a few different options there. But the Torero, the one that looks like the Infernus, and the one that has that spoiler on the front, I don't like it at all. The customization is not good. And then the Ardent, it's just nothing special is in the customization. So that's sort of my opinion. Now, with the Insurgent and the Technical, we don't know much about the customization, but there are a few liveries that you can see. And I mean, the liveries are just the same basically as the research ones that are for every other mobile operation center vehicle. So you can just sort of imagine what they would look like with whatever livery you maybe like at the moment. But apart from the liveries, I don't know if there's going to be any other customization for those vehicles. Now, moving into the speed test, this is where it gets a little interesting. So the Wagner is actually one of the fastest new supercars, at least, again, according to my speed tests, in free roam, maybe not for racing, but the Wagner has really great top speed. The acceleration is a little iffy, but if you get a good start, then you will definitely be winning a lot of races, or a lot of just engagements, I guess, with other people in free roam. The XA21, while it does cost $2.3 million, it's not the fastest. I think it's got the second best acceleration out of the top end supercars, right behind the T20, but the top speed is just not there. So, you know, you'll be middle of the pack if you're going for a long distance. Then we have the Sport Classic cars. The Cheetah looks like it's actually the second best in the Sports Classic, right behind the Turismo Classic. I don't think anything will beat that vehicle, but if you want a really beautiful looking car for a decent price with some decent customization, the Cheetah is definitely going to be one you're going to want to look out for. And then the other two, the Torero and the Ardent, these are on par with the Infernus Classic, so they're not bad in terms of the Sport Classic class, but they're just not up to par with the Cheetah and now, or with the Turismo Classic and now the Cheetah. But again, do keep in mind, the Ardent is actually the one with the guns, so I don't think you'll be using that much in racing if you do end up purchasing it. And then the last one, the Night Shark. This one, like you would expect, is actually a little bit faster than the Insurgent. But what's crazy, I did some testing with the explosive resistance of it. So stock, just regular, you know, right off the website, basically, it will take 3 rockets to blow up if no one is in it. But I feel like a lot of people are going to upgrade it fully, so we did some testing on that. If no one is in the Night Shark, it'll take 5 RPGs to blow it up, with it being fully upgraded. However, if someone is in it, it will actually take 9 RPGs to blow it up, which is absolutely insane. I believe the Insurgent is only 8. It could be 9, but this basically puts it on par with the Insurgent, and the fact that it's faster than the Insurgent and has much better customization, this is going to be one of the new best cars I think to use in free roam, since it does have that explosive resistance. And I believe, I didn't test this, but I think the homing launchers do less damage, so you might even go even further with that number if you're using homing launchers. So that is really, really good. 9 RPGs to blow it up if you're in it, if you're driving it. That's why I'm really excited for this vehicle. But anyway, that is it with the video. That is everything that hopefully you need to know about the unreleased cars and the other unreleased content. If you have any questions, just ask away in the comment section. But that is it. Thank you all. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.